I fell in love with craft beer or great beer in the US. I was studying over there for a couple of years, travelled through Europe, and then eventually got home to yellow fizzy lager. And there was lots of it, and that's all that there seemed to be. So started homebrewing to replicate those beers that I'd been drinking in Europe and the States. And at about the same time met Cam through a mutual mate.
I decided to go on a backpacking trip overseas. My first stop was Vancouver, and I found for the first time what I considered to be great beer there. Up to that point I really wasn't interested in beer, but for the first time I really tasted beer with flavour. And straight away I thought of Dave homebrewing in his backyard, and I thought, we've got to start a brewery. Dave started developing recipes in the backyard. We were selling such small amounts of beer wholesale in the early days. We had to try and find a way to stay alive, so we started opening the brewery once a month. The first couple were reasonably quiet, and after a couple of months we'd have several hundred people turning up and queuing up to taste our beers. And so that paid our rent and more, and just kept us going in the early days. And when we moved in 2004 into the current site, we realised that's a really important part of the business, so we set up a bar and got licensed to trade 3 nights a week. And people can come in here and see the brewery, see the tanks, and taste all the beers on tap, which is a great thing.
You have a brewery, you want to be strong, robust, you don't want to be falling over. So the idea of a MountainGoat from the top of the cliff just appealed at the time. This was the homebrew days, and the name just kind of stuck.
Steam Ale's our biggest selling beer by far. It's what got us where we are, I guess. When the beer was developed in 2009, it was decided that we wanted to be an organic beer. Everything in the beer is organic: the malt, the hops, the yeast. It's fermented quite cool, so it gives it that clean, crisp character. A little bit of fruitiness from the hops. People love it. It's our biggest selling beer, and you can't go wrong with it. There it is.
Innovation is a big part of it, it's the heart of it. It's also the fun part for us as brewers. The idea of it is to do something characterful. Rare breed at the moment is the Japanese cowboy, which kind of has a poke of fun at the transaction. And we've made it an IPA with tons of Japanese hops in it, and then wrote the label in Japanese completely. Not being a follower, but actually leading in these things. And that's the fun stuff too.
So guys, I hope that's given you a really good flavour of what MountainGoat is all about. We're really looking forward to you taking this out into a national platform and showing us the true potential of MountainGoat. So good luck and cheers.